Hey guys, hello and welcome from Tucker, Emmett, and Wyatt on The Last Hervey. And today we are going to run through some of our least favorite and most favorite movie posters of 2017. So let's get started on that. Okay, first up is Aftermath from Arnold Schwarzenegger. That it's not a terrible poster, but I'm putting it on the worst list just because when I look at this poster, I think that it's the story of giant Arnold Schwarzenegger, who is responsible for a terrible accident involving two airliners crashing into his face at the same time.
Yeah.
And that's not what the movie's about. So if you're not gonna give me a movie based off this image, I want this movie. So
What is it about two airliners crashing? What is this about?
Chicken airliner.
It's actually I checked this movie out. That it was one of those straight to video ones that loosely based on a true story. That as far as I can remember, he's a father whose daughter maybe dies on a airplane crash, and he thinks the guy in the control tower is responsible, so he wants to avenge his daughter's death or something like that, and so yeah. Might want to check it out someday, but yeah, again, it's not about Arnold Schwarzenegger as a giant, so.
Oh yeah,
It's
that
a face.
famous tagline.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Just, yeah, we've got Alien Covenant next, and
Doesn't even say the title.
yep, just yeah. From this image, I can tell it's an Alien movie. Just
But if you didn't, you'd think the movie was called Run. Or May 19.
Yep, but yeah, the first Alien, everyone still remembers that tagline. The in space no one can hear you scream. That one's classic. And so we're gonna follow that up with Run. And everyone online, when this poster dropped, people were freaking out. They loved it. Run? The best tagline
Where?
you're gonna get? But yeah, I just wasn't a fan of any of the posters for Alien Covenant. Just that they all kind of stunk in my opinion. I hate this one. It's terrible. It's ugly to look at. I just don't like it. And
What is going on?
it looks like some evil alien orgy to me, and I don't want to see that on a poster. And plus, the movie really does not capitalize on an idea that disturbing. That there is nothing even resembling that in the movie, and that's fine
It's
with
like
me
a bunch of the aliens eating people?
because
Or?
I hate this one. It's gross to look at. But and then here we've got this one. It's Michael Fassbender's face, and that's about it. It's just, man, it's just so exciting. I can't wait for that new Alien movie.
It makes it...
Well, it's a good sell for Alien Covenant. I mean, half the movie is looking at Michael Fassbender's face, so
Makes it seem like it's one of those weird, futuristic, or robot movies or something, just that's centered on a robot.
I've never seen this one.
yeah. And I understand, like, they're trying to make it into a like a fake ad for this android in the movie, but it's just it's not interesting to look at.
Does that...
Surely they didn't hang this on the walls of theaters, just, ooh, Alien Covenant.
Does something like that even make sense for an alien movie? I thought those were more serious and gritty, but I don't know.
Wow.
And then here we've got this foreign poster. Look at this Fassbender face now. Just look at it. That's embarrassing. And just with this one, I don't like when posters have white backgrounds when they clutter up one corner of the poster with all this stuff and then the rest just leave it white. That it's really cheap to me.
And why are they tattooed on the alien's head?
Yeah, just I guess that's what the alien dreams of at night. Just, you know, all these big Hollywood stars running around in its head, I guess. I hate this one. Hate it. Just, there's nothing else to say other than just oh, it's horrible. Just, they should all be ashamed of themselves. They're defiling the image of Santa. Just, let's get past this one as fast as possible. And now, this is like one of the just pure gold posters we've gotten this year. Look at it. Look at it very
It's got
closely.
Christopher Walken.
It's got all these faces. It literally looks like they went through a celebrity magazine and just cropped and pasted all these faces.
Bad Photoshop.
The worst. But, I mean, I can't stop looking at it. It's so funny. Just look at Helm's face. That head does not belong on that body. And then Christopher Walken, he's just,
It's like a glowing angel just
yeah,
poking out from...
Peeking out of the shadows.
Yeah.
just it's yeah. His head is covered in shadows. Just,
Whoa!
oh, I can't stop looking at this one. Just, oh, it's gold. Okay, here's the start of a good one, actually. I really like this Beauty and the Beast poster. It's really pretty. And then,
Ooh.
going from the good straight to the bad. Yep, Josh Gad as LeFou.
What's he
But
doing with his hand?
I have no idea. But
Was he a conductor of some sort?
yeah, some crazed conductor. But when I look at this poster, I think that it's a unique new retelling of the classic story. Josh Gad stars as LeFou the Butcher, a humble farmhand who one day snaps and kills his entire village. And then I've got this one for Cars 3 in the good category. That I think it's very unique that they took this approach for marketing Cars 3. A lot darker than I would have ever imagined the Cars franchise would go. But I have to admit, I'm a little disappointed that they didn't really, the movie didn't fully capitalize on this idea. Just imagine that after the crash, the ambulances rush him to the hospital. But then that raises the questions, in this world, are the ambulances doctors?
Yeah.
They rush him to the hospital and then they perform open engine surgery on him, I guess. But so they rush him to the hospital. Instead of defibrillators in this car universe, they have to jumpstart him. And so they bring out the jumper cables. And Mater volunteers to hook up his engine to McQueen. Tears in his eyes, which I guess, is it also a blood donor thing? Like, if they have to choose a car to hook up to save the dying corpse of a car? I don't know. But yeah, so they finally jumpstart McQueen. And the next few months focus on McQueen's PTSD as he relives his crash over and over. Nightmares haunt his sleep. He wakes up every night screaming. And okay, maybe that's a little too dark for Cars 3, but that from this poster and the trailers, that's kind of what I was hoping for. Just let's dive into McQueen's psyche. What's really going on? And another one for the good category that just I think this one's really pretty and nice to look at.
Doesn't have a whole lot to do with the movie. Is it supposed to be a Mad Max spoof?
I don't think so.
Is that a shape of the villain car in the clouds then, I guess? Rear view mirrors and lights and stuff.
Huh.
I don't know. I didn't catch that before.
Oh yeah, and isn't the villain car named Storm?
Yeah.
Cool.
And yeah, another good one here. This one's beautiful to look at. Probably one of my favorites of last year. And most of all the Coco posters looked really nice.
And the reflections
Definitely.
in the water.
Shows off the animation.
I don't know if I got a good look at this one before.
And another one for the good. That, yeah, most people have mixed opinions on the movie itself, but this poster's really creative.
I remember when the first time I saw this poster, it caught my eye.
It's just a very unique visual and really has you guessing at, okay, what are we looking at here, and seeing the outline of the tower. Really have to commend them for a good poster, at least.
Yeah.
Sony.
Well, at least their marketing team is up to some good things, I guess.
Oh, brother.
And, yep, another bad one. Just white backgrounds. Again, if your poster's going to have a white background, I'm probably going to automatically hate it, because just you can't think of anything else. I mean, if you're making a poster, you're going to start out with a white background, and then you're supposed to fill that in. But, so why don't you? But, yeah, just not crazy about the poster, not crazy about that premise, and just, yeah, oh brother, that's really what makes me think.
Ooh.
Another one for the good. Really like this poster for Dunkirk. It's, yeah, really works for me.
Nice colors.
Sets the war setting.
Oh.
And so, yeah, back to the bad. We've got the Emoji Movie. When I look at this poster, I see the color of puke. Just none of these colors, they don't pop. They're all just kind of washed out, kind of gray. Just for a poster, like most of these things are gonna be huge and hanging on walls in the theater. The color scheme is just unappealing for me. But then, yeah, you go and look at other emoji posters, and like this one, yeah, I'm not gonna say it's a very great poster or anything, but it's got color at least that pops. But when you just look at all these characters, just.
And I just realized the weirdness of High Five having a face, because wouldn't people be slapping him all the time? Like slapping him in the face?
That
High Five?
That would have been hilarious, actually. That would have been a hilarious joke if every time he goes for a high five, people just whap him right in the face and he has to recoil in agony. So, see, I'm writing you a better script, Emoji Movie. Try again. Another one with worse, like, yeah, it's not the worst poster or anything, but just it looks like hardly any effort was put into this one.
Were they family in the first place?
Yeah, well, they aren't anymore. We know that.
Kind of represents what's going on behind the scenes.
Oh,
too.
exactly. It definitely does. But yeah, it really looks like that they got Vin and The Rock together for this photo shoot. But yeah, they were in the middle of another one of their feuds. Vin stole Rock's favorite ice cream or something. Ate all his Rocky Road. Huh? That's funny. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, then they were doing the shoot. They refused to look at each other. Cameraman just said, roll with it. Make it a poster. It'll be fine.
Ooch.
What?
This one, just, yeah, alright. If we're talking about behind the scenes stories, here's some fun trivia. Over at the Sony lot, they were taking these shots for the new Flatliners posters, and the horror of what the cast was doing finally sank in. They realized they were just doing another cheap reboot. How many of these things have we gotten that don't improve the predecessors at all? Everyone just hates them. So yeah, finally sank in, and their souls just began physically leaving their bodies, and they just kept shooting it. Nah, it'll work. It'll work just fine. It looks kind of cool, I guess, doesn't it? But just, it's stupid. Look, it looks so dumb.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ghosty selves look totally unnatural.
That looks like a weird fake painting or something. It just looks strange.
Yeah.
The effects.
It's supposed to be scary. It just looks stupid. And this one, for the good, I really like it. It's similar to the Coco one.
Quite similar.
But yeah, I like what they were going for here.
Was the theater actually flooded in the movie? I guess we could ask someone who saw it.
Yeah, I guess I haven't seen the movie yet, but I would assume that's not a plot point. That would be a ripoff of Sing if they flooded the theater. But
Sing's probably a ripoff of something else.
Oh, yeah. I wonder what Sing was ripping off. But yeah. But I really like this one. And another one I like that just, yeah. At first I wouldn't have thought that this one would work that well. It's just them standing there. But yeah, it looks like with the black and white that they went with it looks kind of like a album photo or something that you'd see in the sleeve of a CD or something.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
And another one, John Wick 2. This one, if any poster has ever summed up the plot of a movie in just a single image, it's John Wick 2. The movie's about every single person wanting to kill him, and that's what we've got from the poster.
A lot of guns.
Yeah.
Those guys are probably cramped.
Yeah, a little bit probably. And for the bad, we've got Jumanji. Just
That water must be really dirty for us not to see at least the shadow of the rest of their bodies.
Just it's supposed to look like they're wading chin deep in alligator infested waters, but to me it looks more like fog has literally become as thick as pea soup.
Yeah, the backgrounds are like too fuzzy that they look cheap. Like they probably, if they were in focus, they wouldn't look real at all.
Just
And at that angle, the camera would be half covered in water too.
sure, but we can defy those laws
Yeah.
in the realm of poster making. But just something about this one, it's sort of like the emoji one. It's not very pleasing to look at. There are better Jumanji posters out there. But yeah, just something about this one I don't like at all. Okay, now we're getting into the League. And yeah, I've got all these in the bad. That this one, it's not. I'd say this poster is definitely the best of the bunch when it comes to the Justice League posters. But I've got it here because anytime I look at it, it looks like it's reading Untie the League. I know it's Unite the League, but it looks like that because Batman's head is covering up half the letters of Unite. So my dumb brain automatically thinks, oh, they're untying the League. But just, if the problem was having the letters covering Batman's face, so they had to put him behind Batman, so then he's covering the letters, then don't put the letters in front of Batman's face. The letters don't need to be that big. Focus on the League. Don't focus on uniting the League. You can have those letters a little smaller. Just it makes it just seem kind of cramped to me. And yeah, just more Justice League. Just I know a lot of people like this one because it was apparently paying tribute to famous comic book art. But something about it just it doesn't look like a theatrical poster for me.
Were the logos being used as letters paying tribute to that?
Not,
just the
not
images?
that I know of, just the images.
Because yeah, that's my main problem with it.
Yeah,
It looks pretty jumbled with all the different letters.
I've never liked what they were doing with the logos.
And even with the other one, but especially with this one, I've always thought it, for some reason, everything looks kind of plasticky. Like someone just posed their action figures in front of the camera and just scrapped something together.
Yeah, pretty much. And this one just...
What are they standing on?
I guess they're just kind of floating in the void. I don't know. But this is a theatrical Justice League poster. It looks like one that you'd find just in Walmart or something. Just one of the cheaper ones slapped together for kids to go out and buy. Just if it was being used as that, that's fine. But for a theatrical poster, it doesn't look
And
right.
at least they give us a map of what the symbols mean at the top.
Yeah, I suppose. So I came across these.
What's happening to his face?
These don't work at all. Like I guess they were trying to go for, we need more color. Our superhero movies need more color, so the posters have to have these drawings, splashes of colors in there. But matching that with black and white just really doesn't work. And then the way they slapped the logo on there, like with this one in particular, did they mean to put a Flash Hitler stash in there? That's what we've got in this poster. I don't think you guys want that. But yeah, it's just kind of a mess overall. And then this one with Batman, just
Hard to know what to focus on.
it all seems really slapped together. Not very stylish.
And why is there only half the bat symbol?
Just another one. I know what they were going with, but just it really doesn't work for me.
That's a weird way to wear your suit.
It is. It's a very weird one. I've got this one as a good, but yeah, when you think about it, what kind of contorted position is that person in to fit into the suit that way? Where is their head? Is their head like in the rumpus region of the astronaut
Shoved
suit?
in an armhole or something.
Just don't really know, but I always thought this one was kind of visually unique, kind of unsettling. Yeah, that's what they were going with better than any of the Alien Covenant ones, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, another one for the good. Just I really like this image. That really stood out from the other superhero posters we got this year.
Mm-hmm. Kind of shows that it's going to be different than a lot of the Wolverine stuff.
Uh-huh.
Scars.
No white background.
Yeah, see? Go with any other background other than white, please. White lettering is fine. Just don't do it in the background. If it would have been a white background, that would have ruined everything.
Mm.
Another good one that I've just always really liked this one. It kind of reminds me of a book cover kind of illustration.
Uh-huh. Which one of them is Creech?
But yeah, this one's kind of the best of the worst for me. Like it's so goofy, but I love it. Just look at Trip's expression driving his monster truck. Just he's so gosh darn happy. He's enjoying life.
Ooh, yeah.
I've always liked this one. Just very striking image. Really works for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've also liked all of the character posters too. That says something about the neon really helps it pop.
A lot of depth, too.
Yeah, just a lot going on that all works together. And really stood out from a lot of other character posters. And then, how ironic is it that the poster for the Murder movie is where Josh Gad doesn't look like he wants to kill everyone. He actually looks kind of classy here.
Yeah. Strange.
Another good one. Just always really liked this one for the post.
But who is Streep Hanks?
Yeah, this new up-and-comer rising star, Streep Hanks. Just Spielberg was able to get a hold of him, and I guess they're going on to big things now.
It does have a white background, though.
Oh no. I consider that a border. White borders are okay.
Yeah.
White borders are fine.
It's not like they're just walking out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, this one's on the bad. Just the sooner we can get this one over with, the better. But just, okay, look at that tagline. This is the closest they've been in years. Because their hair has been fused together? Because that's what it kind of looks like. But that's not an actual plot point, is it? It'd be kind of weird. I'm not watching the movie to find out, though, but... Okay, with the snowman, I understand where they were coming from here. It really could have been creepy, but then they go and write it in crayon, and then they add the dopiest little snowman there ever was.
I hear a little kid's voice for some reason. reading it.
Mr. Peace, you could have saved her. I gave you all the clues. All coming from this little snowman. And what I love is that the entire internet went nuts over this poster. That, yeah, just the unintentional hilarity of it. Just that little snowman's face. He looks so mildly perturbed. Like, what's wrong with him? What's going through his brain?
Okay, little snowman?
What happened? Did he make the switch to decaf? Is he constipated? Was he suddenly hit with the regret of all of his life choices? Did he bet on the wrong horse at the racetrack? Did he bet on the right horse at the racetrack? But then someone mugged him? Stole all of his money? Did he just step in dookie? Is he made of dog dookie?
Is he starting to melt?
I don't know. Okay, this will be controversial for many family members, but I've actually got this one on the bad. Just, it's the Photoshop. Like, they've got so much going on, and just most of it just seems really cut and paste for me.
And like some of these posters that have like a bunch of different characters at different sizes in different places work, but yeah, this one seems a little cheesier.
It doesn't have a whole lot of rhyme or reason. Just people are just put in random spots and just I don't know, just too much going on. That like this poster here, I think is a lot more uniformed. Don't have quite as much to deal with.
Use the exact same image of Iron Man, though.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of lazy.
And I think I've seen posters where he's flying the other direction, but then it's the same, it's just reversed.
Uh-huh. I've seen a lot of posters that do that, whatever little trick to make things a little cheaper.
Sony!
Yep, it's all their fault. Okay, and here we go. This is where it's at. We're
What the heck?
getting into the Chinese posters for Spider-Man Homecoming. These are legendary.
What?
I use the word legendary a lot, but these, oh, I love them. I love them all. Just, again, the best of the worst. So, yeah,
Or his eyes contorting so he makes kind of like a winking face or something?
I guess. Looking at these, I am convinced they somehow got Spider-Man mixed up with Deadpool. Or they just saw Deadpool's campaign of him doing all these goofy stuff. Or all this goofy stuff and yeah, let's just do the same thing with Spider-Man. Yeah, here he's, chilling with the statues. Next,
Wait, what?
We've got the mini adventures of Spider-Man as he takes on camel bandits.
Oh my.
That's what we're going with?
Squatting out the desert.
Yep.
And he's as big as a camel in that picture.
Uh-huh. Oh,
Yes.
the depth in these, it's so good. Like this one.
It's
Now
big
he's-
as a cow.
He's chilling on a cart with a cow. A miniature cow, I guess. He's bigger than the cow, much, much bigger. And then I guess there's a fun little carnival going on in the background or something.
Oh boy.
It's Farman Spider-Man.
Yeah. Chinese farming Spider-Man. Didn't know we were gonna get that anytime soon. Now we've got him, running through some mountains.
It's Revenant Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's gonna meet up with
What happens when he encounters
Clark
Wolverine?
Kent.
Ooh.
He's gonna meet up with Clark Kent and his
Oh
father on the
no.
mountains.
Oh. Hey Clark, buddy, what are you doing out here? Who you talking to? You feel alright? Let's get inside. Let's warm up a little bit.
He was out there to meet Ben, but now he just
Yeah.
met
Oh.
Clark's father.
Yeah, just he ran the Costner instead. Just poor Spider-Man, he gets the worst luck.
Oh my.
Oh my.
Rocking that local headgear on a raft with
that-
some birds.
That's the same pose as the statue.
Yeah, same one, but now he's got a hat. Oh, it's too much.
There's nothing for him to swing on, so he has to go by boat.
Yep, I guess. He couldn't get that tree, though. It's not that far away.
Swing, Spider-Man.
Oh,
Oh my. How many of these are there?
he's on a horse. Why is he on a horse? And he's not proportional to the horse. It's a mini horse.
Again, it looks like someone just put an action figure on one of their toy horses and was like, "Here, Spider-Man, have a horse."
Uh-huh. Oh, exactly. But to answer your question, Tucker, I'm not even using half of what they had. I picked out the funniest ones, but oh man, there must have been 30 of these Chinese Spider-Man posters swinging all over China, all the Chinese buildings. But yeah, these are the best.
Oh my gosh.
It speaks for itself. Spider-Man and pandas. Just who
They're hugging him.
doesn't want to hang out with a dozen friendly baby pandas?
And the
Yeah.
same,
I'm sure Spider-Man
that same
does.
picture on the cart with the cow.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it
sure.
is.
Just now he's with pandas.
Oh,
Why wouldn't he
bushel
be?
of pandas.
Oh, Yeah, I want a whole
Oh.
bushel of pandas.
Oh.
Wish I was Spider-Man. Gosh.
Gets to hang out with those.
The same pose
position.
again.
Same one, but now he's in a field.
With a hat
He's
again.
much bigger because those would actually probably those would be much larger compared to people. you'd
Oh,
think.
yeah.
What are those like? Yeah, because
Like
those
rice
look
patties.
like really.
Probably.
Those look like really big areas of land, and then he's just a
Just
giant
chilling.
Spider-Man squatting in the middle of them.
Yep, squatting in the mud. Hope that thing's waterproof.
Contemplating life.
Yep, in his hat. And, I'm not sure about you guys, but I don't think that's how reflections work.
Wait, what?
He's flying over the water, but we get a mirrored image. And it's just something about his pose. Just
Yeah. Well.
he's just whoopsie skadooing over that lake in China. He's not shooting any webs or anything.
He stole Wonder Woman's jet.
Yeah, that would explain it.
And
That
why
would
she
make a
doesn't
lot
have
more
it.
sense. Yep. It answers so many questions.
It's in China the whole time.
Ooh. Uh-huh.
Yep. Another good one. Just really like this one.
Example of how having the different people in different sizes on different places can work.
Yeah. And I never would have thought that having so much red on one poster would work so well.
Because it distracts from the sort of white background.
Okay, I don't count that one as a white background. That if you do anything with it other than just leave it white, there's some texture to it. There's some grayness. That just when they just leave it plain white.
Ooh.
More for the good. Just somehow, like with Justice League, I wasn't crazy about a single one of those. Thor was like the exact opposite. Every single Thor poster is great. Just, I'm a big fan of all these. And yeah, then Thor cranked out just as many different character posters as Justice League, but they're all just so visually striking. You can tell there's a lot more effort put into these. And another good one. I've always liked this poster. Just I like the how they put the shape of the state into the wording that really stood out for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I like this Transformers poster. Getting posters like these and a couple of the trailers had my hopes up. I thought maybe they could make it work. Didn't happen.
They squashed your dreams.
Yep. It's all because of this poster, so maybe it should be in the bad. But no. Who am I kidding? I only have myself to blame, thinking we were going to get anything new.
Canopy.
Canopy? Oh, yeah, poor Canopy.
You're going to make a separate video on that someday, right?
Maybe.
How they just ruined Canopy.
Poor Canopy.
He didn't live up to his potential.
Potential.
And more white backgrounds. I'm telling you, that's gotta be my least favorite thing. If you're gonna make a poster, don't do white
He's got
backgrounds.
sunshine in his elbow.
Yeah. Where's that light coming from? But yeah, I look at this and this makes me think. In this week's seminar, Anthony Hopkins teaches the power of sacrifice by sacrificing his entire career, I guess. This movie did him no favors. That white background. Oh gosh. And just talking about Photoshop jobs gone wrong. Just look at the people. Just
It's same Anthony Hopkins photo too.
yep. Recycling. But the top half, that's a fine poster. It stands out. It all
Uh-huh.
looks good together, but then you look
Basically.
at the people.
Basically, a metaphor for the movies. The Transformers look fine, but then the humans are junk.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, another one.
And just more.
Same Anthony
You've got like 4 different posters going on here.
Same Anthony Hopkins, same Marky Mark.
Yeah. That past one I think was a foreign poster, and this is the U.S. version. But you've got an Optimus Prime poster on one side. They decide to mesh it with a Bumblebee poster on the other, and then slap the humans in there, and then top it off with Stonehenge, I guess.
Was Stonehenge in the movie?
Yeah. I think so. I'm forgetting the movie. I'm forgetting the last night. Okay. I don't want to remember anything else. Stop it, Emmett.
Oh gosh.
What's happening?
It's so bad. It's like Katherine Heigl's glare is searing so hard that she split right through that guy's head. And to top it off, look what's behind Katherine Heigl. It's a white background. It's just the tiniest little sliver, but still, white background. Gotta give it a failing grade for that. But just stick that stripe in there, and that's all you need, I guess.
Mm.
And yeah, really like this one.
You know I like it. I put it on my wall.
What? No.
What?
But yeah, just fan of that series and fan of their posters.
What?
And if I'm gonna be honest with you, I have gone over this all week. I think this is my favorite poster of last year.
Are you serious? Really?
I think it is. Either that or it's tied for the Coco one. Because I really like the Coco one. I know everyone does this. There are so many posters out there that tap into the 80s painted versions. But I something about this one. I just like it. Of course, I wish that the movie would have capitalized on what this poster's given us. If that was like a true 80s throwback to those kid and his monster movies, like E.T. and all the knockoffs that surrounded E.T., which I guess includes this one too. But if it would have just been a true 80s throwback, that would have been great. Well, guys, that's all we got. So, hope you liked it. Now there was a lot of rambling in there, but sometimes you just gotta get things off your chest, so hope you had fun.
See ya.